Stocks our strategists feel are poised to deliver positive returns are featured now in their top stock picks of the week.
Hey everybody, welcome to our top stock picks of the week video. Today it is me and Ben Rains. I guess I should say my name is Dave Bartosiak, and I've got a pick for you. It is Zacks rank number one strong buy, Illumina, ticker ILMN. They are in the medical, biomedical, and genetics industry, which ranks in the top 32% of our Zacks industry rank. I like looking at the detailed earnings estimates tab here because you can glean so much information from it. The thing I like to look at the most, though, of course, is earnings. Earnings is the name of the game. This is a stock that's going to make $3.16 this year. That's up 267% over last year. Next year's number looks like it's going to come in at $4.50. And that is 42% better than this year. So you got that earnings growth. On the revenue side, you're not getting the same kind of growth. There's actually a contraction this year and a little bump next year. So this looks like expenses are dropping and they're increasing their efficiency, which is why the stock is moving in the right direction. This is my favorite chart, though. The price consensus and EPS surprise chart on Zacks.com. These multicolored lines represent the evolution of our Zacks consensus estimates over time. And you can see this is a stock that was up over $500 in August of 2021 and came crashing on down. But if you notice, it came crashing on down along with earnings estimates. But there's been a change recently. And those earnings estimates have stopped going down and now are trending up for this year, next year, and the year after. So you see these moves to the upside. Price has the tendency to follow along with those earnings. So if this thing can turn the corner here and these estimates can keep up, you've got a long way to go to get close to those all-time highs again. So that's why I'm naming Illumina, ILMN, my top stock pick of the week. Mr. Rains, what do you have for us, brother?
Thanks, Dave. Ben Rains here, as Dave probably mentioned already. And for my top stock pick of the week, I'm going with Vertiv, which trades at the ticker VRT. So Vertiv stock transformed from a relatively under-the-radar tech stock into an AI darling over the last several years, with Vertiv stock now up 550% over the last 2 years versus the Zacks tech sector's 65% climb. Yet Vertiv is now trading roughly 30% below its highs from earlier this year, with it finding support recently near some key longer-term moving averages. So let's dive into a little bit more of what the company does, and then we'll go a little bit more into some other screens and various things. So the world is built on massive amounts of really instantly available data. And Vertiv's job is to keep all of that computing power needed to drive the modern economy running as smoothly as possible, kind of around the clock. So Vertiv's power, cooling, and IT infrastructure solutions and services operate across data centers, communication networks, and beyond. It's even partnered with the current king of AI, which is NVIDIA, to help solve future data efficiency and cooling challenges. So overall, the firm's Q2 organic orders were up 57% when it reported its second quarter results in late July. The firm also raised its 2024 net sales and operating profit outlook, and its CEO said at the time that we are, quote, "We continue to see increasing scaling of AI development, and Vertiv has the capacity in place to seize this pivotal moment while continuing to invest in capacity for the future." So now we're going to dive into a little bit more of the stock by looking at some Zacks.com portals as well as our ZRS system. All right, so now we're here on our Zacks.com page for Vertiv, and we can see it's a Zacks rank number one strong buy here. And it's also in a highly ranked industry, so it's sitting in the top 17% of our roughly 250 Zacks industries in that computer IT services space. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at our detailed estimate pages where we can see what to expect from its revenue and earnings growth. So we're calling for roughly 13% revenue growth in 2024 and 2025 to go from about $6.9 billion in 2023 all the way up to about $8.7 billion next year. And then on the bottom line, really impressive growth. We're calling for 46% adjusted earnings growth this year, and then roughly 28% adjusted earnings growth next year to go from $1.77 per share to $3.31 per share. And we can see that since that last report, which was in late July, its earnings estimates are trending in the right direction again. And I'll quickly go over to our snapshot page to show a longer term view of how its earnings revisions have been trending. So we can see This lighter blue line is the 2025 estimates, and 2024 estimates is that blue line. So they're just going kind of straight up. And the 2026 estimates went straight up, and they're trending a little bit sideways. But overall, you can see that starting in early 2023, Vertiv's outlook just began to soar along with the rise of AI and just this constant need for data center expansion. And we can see that this is since the report with its 2024 estimate up about 7% and roughly the same, or roughly 6% for 2025. And then I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this price target and stock forecast page here on Zacks.com. And we can see that the Vertiv stock is currently trading about 30% below its average Zacks price target. And we can see that Wall Street's really high in the stock. All 11 of the brokerage recommendations Zacks has are coming in at strong buys. So we can see that the street is really high on Vertiv overall. And now we're going to go look at our ZRS system and take a look at some stock price performance. So we see Vertiv's up about 174% over the last 3 years. This outclimbs the tech sector is roughly 21%. And if we go over the last 2 years, we can see this massive rise of about 550%, blowing away the tech sector and many other of these high growth stocks over the last few years. And now I'm going to go ahead and take a look at its valuation as well, so we can see that it's not super bloated or anything, even though it's up about 550%. So we can see it's currently trading at a discount to the broader tech sector at 25.7 times forward 12 earnings, which is a slight discount to the tech sector, which is at about 27 times forward earnings, and solidly below its highs. It traded as high as 39 times over the last few years. So that's those peaks back there. And then if we look at a technical chart, we can take a look at where it's found some support recently. So let's go over we'll go over the last 3 years as well. So we can see, and these green lines are its earnings beats. So we can see it reached new highs several months ago. And this was when kind of the market got a little overheated with all these tech names slowly coming back to earth over the last few months, which is a great sign. It shows that the market's not in total la land. And we can see that it dipped slightly below that 200-day moving average. This is that red line, and then finally found some buyers there, and it found some resistance at the 50-day moving average recently, which is that green line, and now it's trading right in between this level. So not a bad place to get in the stock at the moment if you're a short-term investor or a longer-term investor. Both of those look to be a solid entry point as the stock has cooled off from really overheated RSI levels as well, which is this line down at the bottom is trading at around neutral. So sitting in between its 50-day and 200-day and at neutral RSI levels, along with this growth outlook and its valuation, really shows that Vertiv is a strong stock here at the moment, and it's sitting at its Zacks rank #1 strong buy. Overall, Vertiv seems like a really long-term winner in my book. I personally own the stock, and with Vertiv set to grow along the AI supercycle, kind of no matter who ends up coming to dominate the industry, it seems like Vertiv is both a short-term and longer-term pick. So that does it for me and Dave Bartosiak in this episode of Top Stock Picks here at Zacks. Make sure to check out our Zacks.com/promo page for a look at some of our services, portfolios, and more.